Today, we would work on recreating the embellishments on this gorgeous outfit. If you'll be interested in the process, please make sure you watch the video all the way through. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Alright, let's get started. Alright friends, so for this style of embellishment, these are the things you would be needing. You need a fabric like this, something similar to this. What I have here is called felt, F-E-L-T. I'll put the spelling on the screen. You need this fabric because it's strong and it holds beadwork very nicely basically. So you need something like this. I got this from Port Harcourt from my vendor in Mile 1, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. You can get this from any sewing accessories shop or sewing supplies, arts and crafts supplies shop basically. You will also need your thread, of course, your thread of choice. You can either use something like this. This is my fishing line in size 0.2 millimeters, or you use your regular polyester thread, the typical thread you use in sewing. You need your choice of beads as well for what you're trying to create. Need your fabric pencil for obvious reasons, as well as your thread snipper for snipping off thread basically. We see on the outfit on Priscilla that we have something like a leaf style pattern done on the work basically, and then the beadwork was done on the leaf. I'm trying to adjust my brightness just so we see clearly. So you want to basically draw that pattern on the fabric. Okay, I'm just using my free hand to create something similar to what we have on that fabric. Okay, so say something like this. Depending on the quantity that you're trying to basically attach to the work you're doing, create something like this, multiple, 100, 50, 20, 10. It's up to you. And once you have it done already, you grab your scissors and then cut. Now that I have something like this, I'm just going to go ahead to bead on it. If I want something like a leaf, basically, I'm going to have this line at the center just to serve as my guideline, and then I'm beading everywhere to just cover up this entire piece of fabric. I'm going to be working with my broken glass beads in gold, and I'll just show us how I am beading. Alright friends, so for the beading, you are just passing your needle and thread of choice, of course, through your fabric and picking up about 7 pieces of broken glass beads. Okay, this is what my broken glass beads inside my needle looks like, and you just pass that into your fabric. For the procedure, when it comes to how you pass your needle, I don't know how to explain it. Just try to look at what I'm doing, and if you need to rewind, feel free to do that and just replicate. You are passing your needle through your fabric to create kind of like a slanting, angle with the position of your needle and thread. I don't know if I'm saying it the right way, but just look at what I'm doing. Repeat or rewind if you have to, and just replicate it on your work. If you still have questions, please feel free to drop those in the comment section. I will be sure to get back to you as soon as I am able to. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, hello, my name is Funmibi Olawore. I am a fashion enthusiast based in Edmonton, Alberta. I like to come on my channel to share videos relating to fashion, embellishment and beading in particular, and just fashion reviews occasionally, sit down videos just to motivate and inspire on days when I'm feeling like just transferring some of that positive energy into the world. If you feel like this is something that you'll be interested in and you'd like to become a part of this community, please do well to hit the subscribe button and become a part of the family. Remember to always like every video that you watch. Please, I know some of us forget, but please, it supports my channel greatly. Remember to like, share the videos with people that you think will find them interesting. Feel free to drop your comments if you have any for me. Also subscribe. I think I've said subscribe before. Just engage basically. Don't be a quiet subscriber. Please try to engage as much as you can. I hope you've not been distracted by all of that what do they call those types of things now? I don't know the word for it, but just welcome remarks basically to new people. And for those that have been here for the longest time, I always, remember you guys. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate the love and support a lot. I know that I've been a bit MIA on the channel. It's just because a lot is going on in my personal life, guys. Just a whole lot. I know it feels like I've been in this new country for a long time, but honestly, I still feel like a newcomer. I'm still a newcomer, honestly. Here they say that you have to be here for at least 5 years. After 5 years, you can now start saying that you've been here for a long time. But for the first 5 years, you're still a newcomer. There's still a lot of settling happening. I had my baby 9 months ago. Abigail is almost 10 months now. So yeah, a lot of changes going on in my life, but I'm so grateful for it. I was looking at my journal the other day, and so many things that I wrote down a couple of years ago, just asking God and praying towards, a lot of them have come into fruition in my life. And I'm like, oh my gosh, for me, these things have happened. And we as human beings, sometimes we forget that some of the realities that we have going on in our present life used to be, points of contact, or is it point of contact now, prayer points basically in the past. And sometimes we find, or I personally find myself forgetting God's doings in my life. But I try my best these days to always remember God's daily benefits that He loads me with. I'm so grateful and thankful, and I hope you all also stay thankful, even if you feel like, oh, there are so many things that God is yet to do. And don't focus on those things that God has not done yet. Just look at the ones that He has done and stay thankful. And I'm sure that in the fullness of time, you would receive fullness of joy over every of those things that you're praying towards. This process, again, like I said, with the beading is pretty repetitive. I've been doing it, and you see that I'm almost done covering the entire piece of fabric. So after you go ahead to bead the entire fabric that you have going on, you now start to determine the placement on the outfit. If you are hearing anything in the background, it's Abigail. Abigail is also trying to do the voiceover with me. So you place them on the, sorry about that, guys. So I was saying, after you've beaded the leaf shape that you've created and you've done the beading, it will be time to do the placement on the outfit. And when you take a look at the picture of Prissy's outfit for that pre-wedding picture, you see how the leaves were placed strategically on the outfit just to create kind of like a design on that particular outfit. The designer of that outfit, shout out to La Sosa. She was one that designed the outfit. She did a fabulous job. Prissy looked absolutely amazing. That's pretty much it for this video. Honestly, the remaining part of this video, I'm just showing you all how I go about beading, and once I'm done, I will show you all the results. If you have questions, again, feel free to drop those in the comment section. I will catch you all in a little while towards the end of today's video. If you're yet to hit the like button, yes, if you've not hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification, and don't hesitate to drop your comments. I'll catch you all in a little while. All right, friends, so this is the end result of this particular style of beading. We see that we have multiple of these shapes on this gorgeous outfit made by La Sosa for Priscilla. So you make this in so many different, the quantity is up to you, basically, depending on what you're trying to recreate, and then you attach it to the outfit either by gluing it on with a very nice fabric glue, or you tack it on. It's up to you to decide which of the two options work for you. And I occasionally get questions from people saying, oh, Funmi, all these heavily embellished outfits, how do you wash them? How do you clean them? Take those types of dresses to a professional. I don't expect you to be hand washing those types of clothes by yourself or throwing them in your washing machine. Give it to a dry cleaner. They know how to basically wash things like that. Okay, so you don't have to, bother yourself about that type of work. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a big fat thumbs up. Please, right now, go ahead. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. Click the like button. If you have questions, feel free to drop those in the comment section. If you also enjoyed and you feel like there's someone else that you know that will enjoy this type of content, feel free to hit the share button and just share it with your WhatsApp. Whatever community you have going on in your life, please share with them, all right, so they get to also see my tutorials. Subscribe if you're yet to. Thank you all so much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you in another one very, very soon. Bye.